Hey, good people. This is Deborah. Hope your day is going well today. All information provided on this channel is for educational purposes only, and this channel strives to enlighten, not promote misuse of the information. I encourage you to always to consider your intuition and discernment. Your discernment is a powerful tool in your spiritual journey, and I trust you to use it wisely. Some knowledge is my intuition given to me. I will use words not intending to offend people, but to describe my point of view and how I see things. Remember, your interpretation is vital to your spiritual journey. Respect that we all have different paths. I appreciate newcomers and those who have been with me for a very long time. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Your participation is highly valued. Take what resonates with you and what does not resonate with you, put it on the shelf or throw it away. I would like to say, I like to share some personal experiences that I've had in my life. First of all, I want to say I was the rebellion one. And I do feel that the Most High used rebellion to change the person, because when that person get changed to submit to the Most High, that person that's rebellious, nothing will change them once they take that rebellion and replace the Most High in that rebellion. They'll just totally do whatever the Most High say. But let me just tell you, I think when I be saying to you guys that I'm so happy I enjoy me in my Herman stage. Um, Let me just say this: that's not normal happy. Okay, what happy to me is when people don't have no problems whatsoever. I'm here to tell you, you're going to experience all kinds of things in your life because you are rebellion. The Most High, so far from what I've seen, have chosen people that are rebellious, and you get to say what the Most High wants you to say, but at the same time, you get, if you are going to get an ass whooping, you're going to get an ass whooping too at the same time. Don't think it's all peaches and roses down here, because but you understand that you understand when you're born into this world, you're born into pride, spiritual pride. You're born that way, and you understand that pride gets in the way of things when it comes to other people. It gets in the way. So the Most High has to change that thing, has it fix that thing. I remember, well, let me just read what I put together here, and then I'm going to give you some of my experiences. Okay, spiritual pride is an inflated sense of one's spiritual superiority or self righteousness. It involves feeling morally or spiritually superior to others, often leading to arrogance, judgmental, and attitude, or lack of humility. Someone with the spiritual pride might think they are more faithful or pious than others, and may look down on those they perceive as less spiritual or virtuous. Spiritual pride is mentioned in the Bible and is generally seen as unfavorable. The Bible warns against spiritual pride and various forms, including spiritual pride. Now, let's look at Luke 18:9 through 14, the parable of the Pharisee and the tax collector. In this parable, Jesus contrasts the attitude of a Pharisee The Pharisee in today's term would be the religious leader, like the preacher, like the deacons, like Sister Mary or Sister Sally. They would, anybody in leadership role would be a Pharisee. Okay, a tax collector who was seen as a sinner. Now the Pharisees praise arrogantly, thanking God that He is not like other people. You always hear people say when they see a person doing something that is considered to be wrong, I'm so glad I ain't like her. I'm so glad I ain't like him. Whether you know it or not, that is spiritual pride, boo. Okay, now the tax collector, on the other hand, humbly asks for God's mercy. Jesus concluded that the humble tax collector went home justified, not the Pharisee. See, when you got spiritual pride and self righteousness, oh, you're setting yourself up for a good ass whooping. And boy, I'm gonna tell you later because I got quite a few of them. Um, for all those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. That's in Luke 18:14. Now, Proverbs 16:18 says this. This verse highlights the destructive nature of pride in general, which also applies to spiritual pride. Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. That's in Proverbs 16:18. Pride comes before a fall. 1 Corinthians 8:1-2. Paul warns against knowledge that leads to pride. Spiritual knowledge can be caused pride if not tempered with love and humility. Knowledge puffs up, the love builds. The knowledge puffs up, but love builds up. The one who thinks they know something does not yet know as they ought to know. 1 Corinthians 8:1-2. James 4:8. James teaches that God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. God opposes proud, but shows favor to the humble. That's in James 4:8. Galatians 6:3. Paul emphasizes that if someone thinks they are spiritual superior, they are deceiving themselves. And that's some real shit, okay? If anyone thinks they are something when they are not, they deceive themselves. Now that's in Galatians 6:3. Okay, let me drink some water. My throat getting dry. Okay, I'm going to talk about the danger in spiritual pride. Spiritual pride is not just a concept, but a real danger. It leads to a lack of true humility, which is central to Jesus' teaching. It's about fostering division, as spiritually pride people may look down on others or fail to offer grace and understanding. The Bible consistently teaches humility, love, and grace to characters the believers like rather than exaltation. In conclusion, when spiritual pride is recognized in the Bible, it is consistently condemned. Believers are urged to walk in humility, recognizing that their spiritual standing uh, comes from God's grace. not their own achievements. This is powerful, remembering for all of us to examine our hearts and strive for humility in our spiritual journey. Spiritual pride can manifest in various ways. I'm going to give you some examples of that. Now, judging others, that's one thing of spiritual pride. Judging others' faith or righteousness. People with spiritual pride may look down on others, believing their spirituality or righteousness is superior. For example, they might criticize others for their lifestyle, prayers, practices, thinking they are more holy or faithful. Another example, a person frequently points out the flaws in others, religious practice or choices, such as judging someone for not attending church, regular or not belonging specific rules, while believing they are above reproach, boasting about spiritual achievements. Spiritual pride can lead to boasting about one's spiritual achievements or practices, such as fasting, prayer, evangelizing in a way that seems to gain recognition from others. Oh, I'm going to come back to that one. Example, someone brags about their long hours of praying or numbers of people they have led to Christ, making it clear that they are more spiritual advanced than others. Thinking one is immune to temptation. I got some shit to tell you about that one. People with spiritual pride may believe they are above temptations and sin, leading to neglect spiritual vigilance. This can result in arrogance and a lack of accountability. Example, a believer who thinks I would never fall into the kind of sin or that could never happen to me, ignoring the need for ongoing repentance and humility. Oh, that's quite a bit of that. Comparing oneself to others. Spiritual pride other involves comparing oneself to others in a way that fosters a sense of superiority. This can lead to self-righteousness, where a person feels justified in looking down on others. Example, someone comparing their good works to those of others, saying things like, I am a better Christian because I give more to charity, or I am more committed because I go on mission trips. Mhm. Using knowledge to control or condemn. A person with spiritual pride may use their knowledge or scriptures to manipulate or condemn others rather than to build them up in love. They may interpret scriptures without considering others' perspective or showing grace. Example, a person might harshly correct others for mistakes and misinterpretations without showing or understanding compassion, believing their knowledge makes them spiritually superior. Lack of empathy and compassion. Those with spiritual pride may become indifferent to the struggle or failure of others, believing that they are somehow more spiritual, strong, and more upright. They may quickly criticize or correct without offering help, or grace. Another example, someone refusing to help or emphasize with someone struggling with sin and difficult criticizing because they believe they are more righteous or spiritual. Refusing to seek help or accountability. A spiritual pride person may refuse to seek help or accountability from others, believing they do not need it because of their perceived spiritual superiority. They can lead to isolation and lack of growth. Another one, someone who resists journey a small group of spiritual accountability relationships, thinking, I do not need anyone to keep me in check. I know enough about the Bible. Ignoring the needs of the poor and marginalized. Spiritual pride can lead to a focus of personal holiness or doctrine correctedness while neglecting the practice need of others, especially the poor, the marginalized, or those who are struggling with their faith. Another one, a person who focuses only on religion, rituals, and personal spiritual practice, but never show concern for people in need or the least fortunate, thinking piety is enough. Another one, refusing to apologize or admit fault. A person with spiritual pride may be unwilling to admit when they are wrong or ask for forgiveness, as they may believe their spiritual standing and behavior should be above reproach. A person who refused to apologize for a mistake of sin, believing that their spiritual accomplishment exempt them from the need for humility and repentance. Spiritual authority or influence. Spiritual pride can lead to those in position of spiritual leadership to misuse their authority to control or dominate others rather than serving and guiding with humility and grace. A church leader who uses their position to demand obedience or praises rather than encouraging others to follow Christ with humility. Or a pastor who manipulates congregates for personal gain. And this is my conclusion. Spiritual pride often stems from insecurities. Boy, did I have them. A desire to feel superior and an overwhelming on external display of holiness. It can undermine genuine spiritual growth, lead to a lack of compassion, and damage relationships within the Christian community. The Bible calls believers to humbly, warning that pride can be destructive and that true spirituality is demonstrated through love, humility, and service to others. Now, I'm going to tell you these little stories. Once upon a time, I've always been a studier of the Bible. In my little, in my literal, um, I was asked to teach Sunday school for this big church here in Atlanta. Uh, And because they did not have a curriculum, I was teaching the children in the neighborhood, and I had already put together a curriculum, a Bible curriculum for the students in the neighborhood. So therefore, I used that same curriculum. Well, I went to give it to the people that was in charge of the children's ministry. They would not accept it. So I went and gave it to the guy that was over everybody in the children's ministry. He took the curriculum and he put it in a book and he laid it on the table when we had a meeting, and he told everybody, Sister Deborah put this package there, just bragging on me. And I was young, didn't know no damn better. And so that was my first beginning of developing spiritual pride. Okay. I was sitting in the opening of the church. They had benches. I was sitting on the bench one day, and I lied to you not, six pastors. I've never seen them before. It was six of them. They came. I was sitting down. They came and bowed down before me. All six of them, and I didn't see them no more. And I didn't never saw them the first time. Now, mind you, I'm developing spiritual pride. Okay, in the apartment that I stayed in, the manager wanted to have a Halloween party on a Friday because Friday was the day that I would do Bible study with the children. So she told me, "No, you're not going to be able to have Bible study on Friday because I'm going to have Halloween." Okay. So when Monday came, not one person showed up in the office to help her. She had to answer the phones. This is the manager. She had to answer the phones. She had to wait on people that came in the office. She was just in a serious rut. Now I saw all this. Okay. Now still building up spiritual pride. So this one lady came to me and she told me that this pimp got her daughter held up in a hotel. So I told her, come on. So we go to the hotel room. I mean, we go to the hotel, and she wanted to knock on the door. I said, "No, you get back in the car." So I knocked on the door. When I get inside of the door, I sit down on the bed and I talk to the pimp. Pimp's in there crying, and the girl was there. The lady's daughter was there, and there was another girl from Maryland. He had trafficked a young lady from Maryland, and she couldn't have been no more than about 13 or 14 years old. Uh, so the Most High caused him to let the girl go, and and he sent the other girl back to Maryland. Now, still, spiritual pride is building, y'all. It's still building because I'm young in this shit. I don't. I'm thinking, oh, this me. So what happened after all? I saw all of that, and oh, let me go back. People would come up to me and say, Sister Deborah, God told me to give you this, give you that, give you this, give you that. And this was monetary things. Uh, and spiritual pride building up. So one day, the Most High had me go into the Bible and read every scripture on spiritual pride. Then the Most High had me to write a book on spiritual pride. And after I did that, the Most High told me, "This is you." I cried like a baby because in my heart, I didn't want to be like that. All praises and glory goes to the Most High. You can set your ass right there and say, "Ain't no God but me." You can say that. Even though someone said, "Ye are gods," Yeah, God's because you have the God substance in you. But at that time, I began to go through a transformation with the Most High uh, healing me from spiritual pride. Today, I recognize what spiritual pride is. There's nothing that I went through and the Most High took me out of that I would not be able to recognize from other people today. Everything that I had to go through, I recognize it in others. That's just the way the Most High does it. So when the Most High, see the Most High, I'm gonna talk about trust and faith because really it's the same stuff. Man does not build faith or trust in you. The Most High does, and the Most High take you and deal with you all by yourself, and you can easily develop spiritual pride because you think you better than somebody else. You think you that the Most High don't do this for nobody else. Oh, you'll get your turn. Don't worry about it. It's my time now. It's my time because I'm getting exalted by the Most High. Your time is coming. So, but right now, I'm higher than you. All that shit. I'm telling you this because I think it's important. I have been spending my time looking at videos. I can't call a thing unless and I was a part of that thing myself in the beginning. And I see spiritual pride operating. And you know what happens to those that have spiritual pride? Pride causes a fall. Now, you're not going to fall to the point where you're going to die, but you're going to fall. Everything that you was gaining and getting is going to be taken away from you. Because the minute you give glory and pride to yourself, you're in danger zone. I was there. I was definitely there in danger zone. And I have been rebellious. I have been self righteous. I have been angry with the Most High. All that. And the Most High have showed me continuously because the Most High got a serious humor. The Most High will let you get yourself in a fix that only the Most High can get your ass out of. And then when the Most High take you out of it, you're gonna sit there and laugh your behind off. Because what the Most High is doing at this point is building trust and faith in the Most High. When the Most High get finished with you, you're gonna trust the Most High, and you're gonna be one of the most uh, you're gonna walk in humility because you've been broken. You have to be broken from pride and arrogance and self-righteous. It is they got to go. And the moment you start looking over yonder at Betty, seeing what the Most High is doing for her and ain't doing that for you, that's called spiritual jealousy. Now, I wasn't jealous of anybody. The way you know that you're jealous, which I didn't experience, I saw somebody else. Well, why is he's giving that to Betty? I do the same thing that Betty does, and I'm not getting that. That's spiritual jealousy. See, you got to understand the negatives are in the spirit realm as well. Just like in this realm, the carnal. There's not too much difference from the carnal low thinking and the spiritual low thinking. They're the same. Because what you want to do, you want to be change. That's what energy does. It does not die. It changes. It transmute. That's what it does. It changes into something either worse or better. Do you need somebody to tell you or point out what your faults are? No. All you have to do is listen to the creator within you. You would never hear me say that what I have and what I know is better than anybody. You'll never hear me say that, because whatever you got is not just for you, it's for the people as well. And if you come on YouTube and act like everything is all cherries and peaches and cookies, you are lying to the people. You have to tell the people the truth, because, and you will, when the Most High get through whooping your ass, and it's for a good reason, trust me. When the Most High get through whooping that ass, you going to tell the truth. You going to tell your ups, you going to tell your downs, and you going to tell your indifferent. You're going to do that. And let me tell you, and I think it's important, there are some days that I just don't want to do nothing. I just want to just stay in the cocoon. And then there are some days that get some old folks out there to do it. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to make no videos. I don't want to talk live. Because these people, it's just like Nineveh. I don't want to do that no more. That's what I tell the Most High. That's what I have told the Most High. And let me tell you, those of you out there that call yourself working hoodoo voodoo, that shit don't do nothing to me. You want to know why? Because the Most High deals with me in every which way there is to deal with me. Now, if you think that you're favored, and I don't think I'm favored, I know I'm favored. Because I have humbled myself to let the Most High know that everything comes from you. I'm just a vessel. And what the people need, I need it too. Whatever the Most High speaks out of my mouth, I either don't been through it or I need it at the moment too. I do not exalt myself anymore. That was years ago when I was young, y'all. And every now and then, some old spirit will come and try me. But I recognize it. And I recognize it that and anybody that tries to send spirits to me, I recognize that too. Because I don't been in the pit of hell. As a child, as a young adult. And the Most High takes you there so that you can be equipped. So when the Most High sends you to the people or an individual, you know how to handle that. Sometimes the Most High is real cute. The Most High will let somebody come to you that needs some serious help, and you sit there and you feel real stupid because you can't help that person. You feel real stupid. This is a self-righteous person or a prideful person. Now they ain't gonna feel stupid, but the person that's been healed from that will feel dumb and stupid. So the next thing that I would do is put that person before the Most High. Speak privately on the behalf of that person to the Most High. That's all you can do. That's all any of us can do. And love, let me tell you something. I did not know what true love was until the Most High allowed me to experience it. And I literally I can tell you in my human form, if someone hurt me real bad, I want to hurt them back. Then I want to hurt them back the same way they hurt me. I want them to hurt. But when you get this love from the Most High, and I mean it is wonderful love, you already know when people try to do harm to you. Now, this is funny to me. When people try to do harm to you, you already know they're going to get their ass whooped. Why? Because they coming up against what the Most High does to that person. Because you're not hurting me. You coming up against individuals that's doing the work for the Most High. And the Most High, some people have been killed, some, and some people have been chastised, some real bad. So I would suggest to be careful, especially in this period we're in today. Don't fix your mind and say, oh, the Most High is not with that person. Because you don't know. If you're not a spiritual person, you can't tell if the Most High is with that person. You have to be spiritual to know if the Most High is with that person. Because it ain't going to always show up in a big old mansion, a Mercedes, or a jet, or children doing good. It ain't going to always show up that way. The Most High got people out here in this earth that are homeless, that is on drugs, that are prostitutes, that are pimps, thieves, and robbers. The Most High got people from all walks of life. And if you are a spiritual person, you will see that. Have you ever wondered why you being a Christian, you go out there and try to tell somebody that Jesus will save you and they don't listen to you? You know why? Because that's you talking. Only the Creator, the Most High, can help a person. Keep that in mind. If the Most High is not operating in you at the moment for that person, you're wasting your time. Because you don't told yourself the power is yours and you're the one that can heal. You can't heal no damn body. None of us can. So you can say what you want to say. I ain't got no problem with that because you can think that, but I do know what time it is in this environment today. We are in an environment where you're going to take the accountability of whatever you do. You will take accountability because the Most High may have you on a channel and you may have 200,000 followers. And what's so funny with the Most High to me, you can have that, and in a split second, you ain't got it no more. I know a person right now, he is trying to get people not to talk bad about him on YouTube. There was a man, this man had a friend that was real close to him. This man got on his channel and started talking about the guy. And he was showing that the information he had was correct. I felt sorry for the guy. You know why I felt sorry for the guy? Because he don't think much of God or the Most High. Because if he thought much of God and the Most High and the period that we in, accountability, he wouldn't have been standing on YouTube lying. I've told you several times before, there aren't any aliens, but there are some invisible beings. We might want to call them the Anunnaki. We might want to call them the demons or the demiurge, or they just what we are. They just invisible. And at times they house themselves in human bodies, like we are. We're in human bodies. Ain't nothing coming up there in that sky unless in the demiurge calls USA to do it. And let me tell you about them drones. There's a young man out there speaking about those drones because obviously he believes in the Anunnakis too. The drones has been flying over my apartment complex. Y'all heard me say it occasionally. Been flying over my apartment for 2 years now. They disappear in the daytime, but I can still hear them. And they come out at night. I guaranteed you that's USA. Ain't nothing coming to save you. What's going to save you is inside. What's going to save you if you turn away from that you think you know to the creator so the creator can help you know what you need to know. And the rebellious people, we're not afraid of anything. We know that the physical body has to go back to the dust, and we know that the spirit side of us has to go back to the Most High. We know that. So the Most High is the one that prepped you for all this stuff. You can't prep yourself because if you could do things for yourself spiritually only, there would be no need for the Most High Spirit to do that for you. I'm telling you, people, the love has to come from the Most High. Knowledge and wisdom has to come from the Most High. Healing, good health has to come from the Most High. Everything that you see, the Most High gave knowledge for it to happen. I don't care what it is. I love the Most High for one thing because the Most High is very humorous. Most High let you go out there and make a fool of yourself, knowing that you got to come back to the Most High. I know that because the Most High have done it to me. And when I saw that, I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I laugh at myself a lot of times because the Most High deals with me with numbers. And it's funny, some days I get 111, four ones all damn day long. Two twos all damn day long. The sevens all day long. The eights all day long. And I see that as humor because the most High plays too. It's a humor that the Most High has. I can't do nothing but laugh, you know. And when I'm doing something that I don't have no business doing, the Most High come with them numbers, telling me, okay now. So I want you to know the one that disciplines me is the Most High. I'm not completely there because sometimes I fuss with the Most High. And when I fuss, the Most High let you do it Well, who you think gonna win at the end? It ain't gonna be you. So I'm not saying that the Most High don't deal with each and every person in the earth, because the Most High does. But them soldiers, them warriors, those are the rebellious ones. Them the ones that's gonna stand on the in the war zone. Them the ones that will stand to fight the good fight of faith or trust. Them the ones. You got some people that will run and cry and die because their house is gone in a tragic storm. Their car is gone in a tragic storm. Their bank closed down. And them people want to die. The rebellious ones, that's not they don't care about the material world. They get what they get. They use it for whatever is used. When the Most High get finished with them, they can take a house and live in it. They can take a car and drive it because that's all it is to them. They got money in the bank. They take the money and they go places that they need to go, and that's all it is to them. That's when the Most High get finished with you. I know some of you out there know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, I just wanted to come in and let you know. When I say I enjoy me, I got humor in me, which I laugh at myself. I don't laugh at people, but I laugh at myself. And I do laugh at the Most High because the Most High can be very funny. Very funny. And one thing that I know, if I don't know nothing else in this earth, is this: you cannot be a soldier for the Most High until the Most High show you that you are more spiritual than a physical person, which means the Most High has to detach you from the things of the physical. The Most High has to detach you from your loved ones because you can't determine what it's going to take for your loved one to be the way the Most High want them to be. You can't do it. You just get in the way. So the Most High just detach you from them and do what the Most High need to do for them. I laugh sometimes because people put the Most High in a little box. In the period that we're in now, today, you're about to see a whole lot. Matter of fact, you're seeing it already. You're seeing a whole lot of stuff the Most High is doing. Those that call themselves gods, those that call themselves elites, you're going to see some things. You're going to see. And the Most High ain't going to be saying, tell Pharaoh, let my people go. Oh, no, it ain't going to be none of that. Not at all. But you're about to see. You're about to see. Going underground ain't going to help you. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. And hopefully you've had a wonderful day today. And stay favored. I don't like the word bless, so I use the word favor instead. Take care, good people.